Namaskaram. This dastardly terror attack in Pahalgam, Kashmir spells a new chapter in terms of what we need to do about protecting innocent people and the general security of the nation itself. The purpose of terrorism is not war, but to cripple a society with fear. Their aim is to spread panic among people, divide the society, derail the economic growth of the nation, create strife, violence and lawlessness at every level. In other words, reduce the country into a failed state. Of all the kinds of violence that happens in the world, religiously motivated terrorism is the most dangerous. You can speak reason to a man who is fighting for anything else, but when a man believes he is fighting for his God, there is no reasoning with him. When people are fighting for money, property, wealth or something else, it is possible to negotiate with them because they are life-oriented. But those who think they are fighting for their God are only eager to die and take all of us with them. After more than 1,000 years of external invasions, foreign occupation and extreme poverty, this nation is now on the threshold of economic well-being. This opportunity and possibility has not come free, but out of much pain, suffering and sacrifice by generations of people before us. Therefore, it is our duty to bring their efforts to fruition and make their dreams come true. It is obvious there are certain elements who do not want this nation empowered. It is high time we defeated nefarious designs of these anti-national elements. And a steely resolve and an iron hand is needed right now. There are those who are not committed to the idea of nationhood, and they cannot be dealt with softly. If we want to preserve and nurture the sovereignty of this nation, these elements who are willing to kill indiscriminately and also die in the process, whose beliefs are not concurrent with the fundamentals of the nation-state, should be dealt with an iron hand and a steely, long-term resolve. Someone who carries a gun or bomb with the intention of shooting and killing anyone on the street, innocent people, women, children, simply needs to be dealt with decisively. If we want to exist here as a nation, we have to learn the fundamentals of how to maintain the sovereignty of this country. It is important that anybody who threatens normal functioning of society and the nation must be put down. The long-term solutions are different, but this fighting for God has to be put down absolutely. It does not matter which section of society it comes from. These terrorists are not always political pawns or tools in somebody else's hands. Those forces who cater to such elements are always there. But when one says, let's go fight and kill people for our God, whether you directly participate in it or not, as long as you believe that your way is the only way, you are a part of it. We are still unwilling to face the fact that there are people among us within the nation who have such beliefs and intentions. Somewhere we think forces from outside the border are pulling the strings, but help is coming from outside only because people here have these intentions too. There are larger, long-term solutions for all these situations. We must nurture the integrity of the nation and a strong bonding among people of different social, ethnic and religious backgrounds. We must bring a more equal distribution of education, economic opportunities, wealth, welfare on all levels. Socio-economic development has to reach everyone so that youth do not go in the direction of terror. All these aspects have to be taken care of over a period of time, but for immediate purposes, these terror activities must be put down strongly. This lawlessness has to be brought to an end. In the larger picture, what we need for the country and the world is more inclusiveness in individuals and institutions of society. And inclusiveness is not only the fundamental nature of spiritual process, but the very basis and goal of life itself. At a time like this, it is for every citizen to realize that within the nation there can be no you versus me. It doesn't matter what our religious beliefs are, what our political affiliations are. We are one Bharat, and only as one unit we can move forward and make a difference. We are at that threshold right now, that if we do the right things in the next 10 years, there will be a glorious Bharat. Let's make it happen.